First blood.
Mid game, you're going to be able to keep Cass off your side of the map. It sets up so nicely. It comes down to execution.
You have to presume it's even better for a Razor.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, Puck actually has ways to get away. You can reset a little bit. As soon as you get boots 2, you're going to be okay. You're just going to orb out every single time this happens. And hopefully your Wyvern just gets levels by doing the pull, and maybe you can get aggressive with him with the Arctic turn.
That is one of the most annoying advantages that Radiant has, is that hard camp pull that they're able to do. But Tavo, he's going to be chased down underneath the tier 1 tower. Nice hit. Moon is going to be the one. Too, you look at the net worth, he's way ahead of everybody else simply because of all that extra gold he's getting from the denies. But, I mean, Meepo, as you said, doesn't really care too much about that.
I'd imagine Huskar's not terrible. You are single target focused, but Inner Fire has to be quite decent against the Meepo. There's no BKB that you're getting as a Meepo.
Yeah.
So the disarm is always going to be very effective.
Over the bounty runes, Ajit is going to be able to catch the Furion. He grabbed both the bounty rune, and he's hoping to be able to get a lot of damage on that mid tier 1 tower. We'll see how Mineski respond to that threat. Seems like Pylai is going to start making the rotation over, and he's going to grab that siege wagon. Make sure he can't do any harm. Moon here, bottom lane, is going to be in trouble. Burst down real quick by King RD.
The armlet, and I'd really like to see an early roach from them. Try to slow down the timing of the Meepo, just start pushing down towers, force Ajit to get a little bit more aggressive than he might do.
From behind, and the pull-in of KP as well. No chance for Tavo to get out of here alive. You said Tavo's game.
They're scanning to check real fast if anybody's behind him. They want to get aggressive, but the ward is spotting this all the way through as Tavo makes his rotation into. Moon doesn't have the coil, but KP thinking about getting aggressive. Tavo has still a decent amount, but that's going to fly in.
Grab with the ensnare. Tavo.
His game gets even worse here. His misery gonna complete.
But eventually, Weehaw will take this tower.
Yeah, now that he's got the armlet, it's very unlikely that
he's fully spinning here.
The deny.
The fast attack will enable him to get the deny on the tower. The Inner Fire's gonna push KP back. He's gonna break up, but Weehaw's dead with the coil on misery. He's dead as well. That's a double kill for KP.
This catapult himself. I'd imagine that they want to try to pressure this mid tower themselves. Is Weehaw going to make his move back here as he starts the jump?
Nice dodge there by Moon. Pilot die, not going to be as lucky. Just heavy burst damage coming out from that Oracle. McFevi trying to get away from that Link. He's trying to break it desperately. He just can't get far enough away. They know where he is, but fortunately, they can't see him. Therefore, they can't attack him. Top lane, Pilot die. He's going to die. Weehaw managed to catch him.
This probably does benefit the team with 2 Midases. HFN has been in the same jungle for quite some time, and now KP making his way over wants to try to get somewhat aggressive at least. Force HFN back a little bit.
Moon going to be forced to use a coil here. He's going to phase shift as well, and well, Weehaw's going to drop very low. Inner Fire's going to be able to push KP back, but he's slowed down now by Fevi. Make sure to get the Splinter Blast, not even needed. KP is dominating, but it's not just him, it's really Pylai Dai who's enabling him so much, just pulling him in for these free kills. Now he's going to try and run down King RD, who is now up for the Meepo. So we can see Ajit, in fact, he's going to reveal it here at bottom lane. He's going to be able to jump out of Misery. Misery protecting himself with the Sprout. Unfortunately, he can't teleport away with that ensnare on him, so buys himself a few seconds before the inevitable. 8-3 now, 15 minutes in. Mineski, despite having a big kill lead, and now going to be able to go on to Tavo in top lane. KP, he doesn't care about the loss of damage. It's the Fury swipes that does the damage.
They have spotted him, yes, with the ward that they have themselves. And they're pinging towards this mid tower. And this is the right idea. Take this mid tower down.
What a KP. He's forced to use his in-range to dodge some of his damage, which means he's going to be kind of a sitting duck here as he tries to run over to the tier 2. Nowhere he can really run to, though.
There's nothing else. They just have a bunch of slows. So as soon as BKBs happen, the game gets a little complicated.
He wants Tavo. He has been wrecking Tavo's game.
Going to the Roche Pit right now.
The full 18 minutes, and he'll do it again here.
I think you just walk in. They can't stop you.
You know it's bad when the Razor has a Ghost Scepter as his second item. Mineski so many pings, but they're going to try and pick up Weehaw before they go for the Roshan. Light break over to Highlight Die onto the high ground. Almost killing him. He tries to go for the heal. Looks like he'll take out here, but KP immediately jumped onto the Huskar. He will fall, and look at that. Febby finds the extra kill, potentially stopping King RD from being able to save his Huskar, and also making sure that now Moon is going to be able to catch up. King RD may be able to keep himself alive here, actually, with that fall HP. Magic Immune creep that is just burning you non-stop. I'm not sure if they could take Roshan now. They probably could have a minute, 2 minutes ago, but...
Yeah. I think their timing is a lot more complicated than it used to be in Pilot Die. Just simply can't even stand up next to it.
He gets punched once or twice.
I think he's just dead.
I think so too. HFN's gonna pop out now. KP is gonna try and punish HFN, but here's Tavo. He's gonna start draining some of that damage away from KP. HFN maybe trying to turn around to help out Tavo, but Tavo's gone a little bit too far. Caught by the Meepo. Fortunately, the Ghost Scepter will actually save him so much pain, and there goes the Oracle save as well. HFN on top of Bevy, waiting for that Cold Embrace to be able to wear out, and eventually will be able to kill him.
And Moon just used the coil on HFN, who was raged up, just kind of walked off. They needed that control.
Until now, they feel like they're strong enough. They don't care if Mineski knows that they're doing Roshan. And that's maybe in part because they have both the Radiance and the Halberd now. This team fight is so much different than it was just 2 or 3 minutes ago.
They gotta do something about this. It's about to die right now.
They're gonna try and come in. Weehive's gonna be saved by that false promise. Angel's gonna be picked up by him as well. He's gonna light break onto KP, make sure that he dies. Now there is gonna be the Cold Embrace, but he's just stacking up those fire spears. There's gonna be magic damage followed up as well. Nice curse, but it is just a draw.
Yes.
Misery made the call. He's like, we're going Roche. We have Halberd, we have Radiance. They can't beat us, and they did it. Mineski, meanwhile, you know, kind of messed around, tried to go for the Huskar kill. They're going to lose Pilot Die here to HFN. 3,000 gold lead for Chaos. A relatively close game, much like the odds here. 24 minutes in, Ajit is going to be able to grab Misery inside of the jungle and just continue to keep him ensnared, making sure he can't teleport away. HFN a bit.
He can sort of change his focus. I can't imagine this is the way that they want to play, but now they're going to see they have the numbers advantage.
He knew there was people hiding in those trees, and he immediately susses it out. The Ranger drops down to half health. Weehaw's quite low as well, but he has all that regen going for him. He's already killed the Meepo. He's going to be held in place by Febby. The Winter's Curse is going to make sure he doesn't die just yet. Fortunately, saved by that false promise, and now he's going to turn towards that puck. Phase Shift is going to be able to dodge all that damage.
Down this tower with their Rage Lifestealer. They don't have the Winter's Curse either. This is how you deal with the Meepo. 20-minute games. Just don't let him get involved whatsoever.
Weehaw just physically positioning himself between the enemy team and his own.
And they almost
drops
have
a little low. Oh, nice pickup by Moon.
Ursa completely from the team fights. And it's also quite nice against the Winter's Curse. If you're able to Winter's Curse one of your teammates, you just have multiple ways to deal with this. As he uses it offensively, very unlikely that he gets the damage off, but does at least get the tower deny, and this is going to force them back a little bit as Ajit gets run into once again.
Tries to bring all his Meepos, but it's not going to do it. Now the back line, KP, okay, go to Winter's Curse. That's going to make sure they take the Oracle out of the equation. That means Weehaw doesn't have a save. He's going to go down as well. Misery trying to force snap his way out of here. A good Sprout block, and that will get him out. The Sprout block hit the Ursa in time. Managed to blink away. Good thing, too, because HFN was teleporting in. Now they're going to try and catch Pylon 9. Misery, they know he's somewhere. And sure enough, they found him. Cold Embrace, yes, but that's kind of delaying the inevitable here. But they still want to fight. They're going to jump back in. Razor immediately target. Fortunately, Yule Scepter will buy him some time. The E-Blade as well. And now the heals coming out from King RD. It's mostly been Chaos who have gotten the majority of bounties in this
Misery.
game.
I think he's watching top as they're going to see him here as KP.
Trying to get the Sprout onto KP.
Oh,
not able to get away from this one. Back over to top lane. It's Moon who's having his damage stolen away. Can he get the fast blink? He cannot. He may be able to jump over to his orb and stay alive. Misery will be able to get out of the clutches of KP. KP, successful TP out. Misery, though, he does manage to get out. Ooh, that was area. They fully control the Roshan, and they are going to do it again. They are not trying to sneak this ever. They are daring Mineski to come fight them. And Moon is going to do just that, blowing up Misery immediately with that tag, and that's a tag at 3. And a great winner's curse, but unfortunately HFN was still magic immune and was able to chase Moon a little farther away and didn't deal any damage. Tabo's now going to be saved by the false promise, but King RD chased by KP is going to be able to catch up to him. They reveal for a moment. Moon's going to go to that back line, finish up that Oracle, while KP drifts away from Tavo, not wanting to be slowed down, gets hit by the E-Blade. He's going to be okay. Bevy will not, it looks like, with the Glimmer Cape on him. They have the dust. They'll find him quite easily. A jump over, face shift, dodging all that damage. Moon getting away, but he actually went back in the Roshan pit, picks up the Aegis. HFN looking to punish him for that one. Is going to try and kill one of these Meepos, but they're all blinking themselves away until the Yule Scepter stops that last one. Will be able to kill him. The real one, they know where he is. They're going to be able to find him. Misery's caught by Moon. Yes, the second life of the Meepo. Chaos already on top of him with 3 different heroes, all 3 of the cores, and they're beating down just one of the Meepos, and he will fall.
He has to be thinking to himself, like, at some point, they're going to realize that I just keep doing this Dagon.
Yeah.
Like, somebody has to be thinking, at least long-term, as Moon gets the blink out, manages to nab the DB.
Meanwhile, top lane, Wizard's Curse is going to be laying down, stopping the Oracle from being able to save anybody here. Tomo's almost down. He managed to get the Gold Scepter off. King RD blown up by Moon, yes, but he managed to save the Razor, at least for a little bit longer. RT, one Meepo solo, doesn't die. He's going to be able to take it back to base. The rest of the Meepo's going to be okay there, and staring up and controlling Chaos, jumping over to Misery. Now that's going to be 4 dead of Chaos.
And it all starts with this the Boots of Travel, which I think is completely the right decision because somebody has to deal with the waves.
There it is. You can just look at Puck, see that gold climbing in the bottom right. About it.
He's just waiting by the creep wave racks because he's so sure that no one's going to kill him.
He positions the orb to jump over to the mid lane, doesn't actually jump in time. Pylon Dive finally got found though. HFN puts a stop to none of these split pushing nonsense.
He don't care. Just like, dude, that guy has, Highlight Eye's got a 4-staff. He doesn't care.
Yeah. Pylon Dive immediately buys back, knowing that Roshan's likely to be up, almost pulling up Weehaw, but he managed to get up the BKB. Now false promise up the Oracle, tries to jump in. Great Winter's Curse, mid-life break. That's going to be able to find the Meepo. A lot of time to be able to jump away. He's going to be okay. KP laying some damage into Weehaw mode. Oh no! Are they going to be able to kill him? Weehaw managed to get the force up to the high ground. He life breaks back into KP, and they'll be able to get the Abyssal Blade, but no! The Cold Embrace keeps him alive a little bit longer. They're laying so much damage into him, and KP enrages. Aji comes in as well. They're sprouted together. Talbo's dealing some damage. Ancient trying to deal in one of these Meepos. A third health, almost dead. Finally, the Meepo does fall. Talbo survives as well. Febi's going to be
as you can taunt me, I can do the same. He drops his Abyssal Blade right in front of their racks.
And this is what's so special about Southeast Asia versus South America. To jump in from Weehaw onto KP, chasing away that Ursa once again, so they can freely just finish off this lane of racks. But a coil goes down. Are they going to buy back? They're the Winner's Curse, and they are going to buy back now the Meepo. They are all leaning on this one. The Mineski, they're going to be able to take out the Huskar first. He's already controlled up the HFN. He looks like to be dying well. No, he actually managed to still get away. Oh, Moon, can he actually catch up to him? He's got so much mobility. He needs to be able to find it, but no, he's already infested inside the creep.
There's the road.
The creep is making a way. Yule Scepter, stop that creep! KP burst it down, and there it is. The pinata opens up, and the candy falls. 600 gold for Moon. Tavo dies. Aji goes back to claim that kill. King RD's going to be found as well. Moon on the hunt, will not stop with cores. He'll hunt down supports as well, but he's been juked away by the Glimmer Cape.
Buybacks. They're going to the shrine. Weehaw knows what's up. He knows that they're in the Roshan pit. It's going to be a second too late, but it's Bebby that he finds first. Weehaw has already committed. He's used his BKB. They've got to be careful in this fight. The Hex on the Bebby instead.
Oh, he doesn't manage to fly down to the other side. They spotted Moon there for a moment. They're going to interfire him. Not sure what that smoke was for. They did know he was here. Fortunately, Moon, he's so far away.
They'll set that trap and wait.
But they just pulled up. Bebby's here. It's going to show that he is here at least with a Splinter Blast, but they may not know about KP.
I'd really like that trap to be set by Tavo at bottom. You have that Shadow Blade. They don't quite know about
coming in. They're all going to try and bail out. Hachi, he didn't get one of his Meepos out. They're going to try and save him. KP is going to come back in, immediately got sight the buys the Meepos. All come in. The Winter's Curse is already laid out onto Tavo as well. They're going to slow him down. Febby has already popped the Refresher Orb. They may not expect this. This extra curse may be able to save this fight. They've already got the coil, making sure that Weehaw can't chase these heroes down. Unfortunately, KP is just being kited around.
He's by himself right now.
He's going to be able to get the Refresher shot back in. Oracle gets blown up, and now maybe they can turn turn onto this this Huskar potentially. KP has used his second BKB, his second Enrage, and finally it does wear out. They're going to be able to get the Scythe of Vice, and Mineski leave him to die.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
With a buyback out from King.
It's actually 2 minutes still for this Meepo to have buyback. They know about this timing, and I think Chaos trying to play for the win here.
8 more seconds until the winner's curse.
They know there's no buyback on the Meepo. If the Ursa had it, he would have used it at this point.
Jumping back on, Misery's dead.
And this is one way to get it done.
It's now a 4 versus 4. Misery does have buyback all the way in. As we with the BKB immediately goes for Febby. There's no way the Oracle could possibly get to him. What was he expecting out of that one? I don't know, but they caught Moon. Finally, the Roadrunner dies in the first time in Acme history. And he's
gonna
sitting
bring
here
somebody
in Vision. He's going to be able to pull
There's no buyback on Misery. This would be a very nice pickup for them.
They're going to pull in the Meepo, grab him, ensnare, Misery. That's a dieback.
And now it's a 4-on play that pickoff game. He doesn't really feel comfortable in these 5-on-5s, nor should he really. I can't really blame him for that top engage. It just goes to show you the limitations of the heroes.
Tavo catches the Chen. Pylon Die was trying to do cheeky things once again, but he managed to get the side onto Tavo. He's going to be saved immediately by King RT. They're trying to leave some damage in. No, never mind. They're going to back up. They actually just go for the winner's curse, run away. KP's going to use his time with his BKB to try and get out. With the coil on all of these heroes on the side of Chaos, they're not going to be able to pursue.
The Razor's
lose
down.
the Raze.
A little bit more cautious. Don't fight this area. It's a 4-on-5. Your main disable, the guy who's built all these items to catch, isn't alive. You've got to be careful here.
They've smoked up. HFN is going to lead the way into this Roshan pit. He's going to peek in, see what the hell the Roshan is. Ajit is actually quite low, but there's going to be the Winter's Curse to make sure the Meepo can't get out. The initiation, KP is going to jump with the back line. Weehaw, he was actually jumping on him at all, but Roshan still going on. HFN popping his BKB. They interfire to blast away some of these Meepos. They're trying together to focus one of them. There is going to be the Cold Embrace to try and save that Meepo, so they turn into a different one. They're all quite so low, and finally, one of them will fall. Thanks to the best ball, but there's going to be the buyback of the Meepo, and now Chaos may have to retreat, or at least trying to recollect themselves, because Weehaw almost dying here is going to be seen by the regen inside of the pit, though. KP is still limping along here. Needs to be able to get a 4-step to get out of here, but none of his team is around. Roshan still at a 3rd HP. HFN looks to be able to finish off, but Mineski are rolling in fast. Bebby,
they've got to hurry. It's about to fall right now. This would be an Aegis cheese and refresher. As Misery, he's going to time this, lays down the meteor.
They just have to give it up. I thought they were going to rush into the pit, but they actually stalled. And maybe it was for the best. I mean, they had no Winter's Curse.
Such a beast. 3k HP. And you saw King RD, the one time he doesn't get isolated out by that puck, he's fine. He has the Aeon disc. He's finally found a way to counter the hit and run of the puck.
How do you deal with HFN, who's now found Pylite Die?
He's got no, the 3 buybacks have been expended here.
Misery has already taken away that hiding spot.
Radiant structures are fortified.
KP is going to be flushed out into the open here. Trying to stop Weehaw. Okay, just an abyssal blade. At the same time, Moon does go and try and blow up Misery once again. 2-man coil trying to stop this Scythe of Vice from Tavo. Still managed to get it, but no pursuit. So they both utilize something pretty expensive. Oh, King RD! He was so far forward. Fortunately, he has got an Aeon Disc, and they have so many other saves. Weehaw is on the front line still. It's going to be False Promise, so the rest of Mineski have to back up. They have to play out the fountain as much as possible. KP trying to go for the kill onto Tavo. Couldn't get a bash or anything. Not going to be able to get the lockdown here.
King RD's coming back with the boots of travel, trying to back up the rest of his team, thinking there's going to be a continued engagement. And Moon did his job. He found X. But still, these little advantages by Chaos. Now the map is completely opened up, and Ajit doesn't have a buyback. He's got to be careful about this, but the rest of the team, they know they're a bit isolated. They're finding somebody.
Blade ready to go. King RD's already been caught up, and now that's a dieback. Moon, he's going to be able to jump forward, catching Tavo potentially as well. Tavo's got to get out of here and does have a cheese. He's going to have to pop it now as Yule Scepter as well. Mineski keep on throwing in damage onto Tavo, poking at him, hoping to be able to eliminate him without fully committing. Moon jumps to that back line once again, has another round of the Dagon. He's going to jump forward.
He's got to be careful about this.
Away.
There's a Hex in 2 seconds from Tavo.
1 second now. Has the phase shift. He's going to be okay. The bash comes in onto Tavo, and the Dagon to finish him off. No more disables on the Hex mode. The back line. Oh, Weehaw jumping in. They're going to try and kill the Meepo as quick as possible. The E-Blade's going to be able to save one of those people. But now the other one is going to get bashed up. It increases goes. Refresher activated. HFN Weehaw Magic Immune. 2 minutes down on the Meepo. They've got to get out of here. Winter's Curse is going to be laid down on HFN. But Tavo, Scythe of Vice, Moon, pulls every bit of magic damage he has. And it's enough. Tavo falls. Moon trying to keep the game alive.
This could have just been a
They're
mistake.
going to be able to find something here, surely. Bevy,
Radiant's
they have the
middle
TP
barracks
back
are
in
under
from Moon. He's looking for that initiation. Some of they already have the sight on Weehawk.
And this game is wild alone. Every fight has to be played perfectly from both sides.
HFN is very far forward here, and oh no! He just tried to TP without using Rage. He's gonna walk out of the coil, yes,
can't
but the
afford
rest
to
of the
lose
team
him
is
here.
already smoked over. HFN is gonna be caught by KP, gets the Abyssal Blade hit, needs more bashes. HFN turns around, delivers a bash of his own. Is gonna be saved by the ball. Promise out from Chaos. Look at that, the E-Blade going down as well. The Winter's Curse in the back line on Tavo is gonna be able to stall a lot of this, but Mineski just can't seem to commit, and that's where Weehawk comes in. Weehawk with a live break. KP turns onto him as best he can. Another Winter's Curse laid out on Tavo again. They're gonna get the E-Blade onto KP. There's so much silence. Can they get him? He's dead. There's HFN. He's gone. Pylon died. Still being chased by Tavo. Who's now being sized up. They need to be able to catch Tavo. He managed to get the ends there. He's going to be able to go down. Weehawk is also fighting up against KP, who managed to get the bash with the magic damage. The Golden Brace couldn't save him. Weehawk is super low. KP's trying to kill him as best as possible, but Weehawk, he's so damn tanky. The Satanic, the regen, he's staying alive and is delivering damage onto Mineski.
And Moon finally runs out of mana. 3,100 pool, he runs out of mana. They have to reset here. Is Pi gonna get caught out too? Instant buyback from all sides. The only person with no buybacks available, but Febby reluctant to use his buyback all the same. And the Lifestealer illusion being left behind, that's gonna spot everything for them as now the Aegis is free.
There's just no way Mineski can get in here in time. Aegis, cheese, refresher, shard, Moon. No, he can't die here. He's got
It's ridiculous this game's gone. Nobody cares about that cheese. It's been used as fodder to buy items at this point. And now they're gonna make this march into the high ground. Febby uses the buyback to get the Abyssal
one
Blade.
bash on HFN. No false promise just yet from King RT. He's been very patient throughout this game, never really jumping the gun.
And Moon, he's been so aggressive this entire game, but he knows that he is killable. They've tested his mortality. He doesn't have buyback. He has to be so careful. He has to try to find the back line, though. And this is why you see Tavo Shadowbladed up, protecting his two supports.
Bevvy's looking for the initiation. Scythe on HFN.
HFN just coming right back. Was grabbing wood.
Bots 2 back in. Ready to fight again, and if he can't kill KP, okay, Ajin is gonna go for the back line, trying to catch Weehawk. Ethereal Blade now to beat KP and immediately the line break onto Ajin. Is gonna be able to push away. There goes that Winter's Curse. Is gonna be able to stall things, reset. Weehawk keeps on moving forward, is gonna be forced down and broken the coil. Meanwhile, KP finding HFN, actually managed to break him. That's gonna be the first life though. Another Winter's Curse, this time on King RT, but the damage just isn't there, and he has the Aeon Disc as well. Light Break's gonna be able to push away some of these heroes. Weehawk is at half health right now, but still always have the saving graces of the Oracle, and it's looking like it's going to be Megas. KP on the side. Moon, it's actually found Tavo. Tavo going to be saved just in time, and now Moon going to be bashed up. Unfortunately, the Cold Embrace will keep Moon alive. KP hoping to be able to grab some of the ear, but maybe turned around on his side comes out. Moon dropping an orb out, will not jump into Chaos. Looks like they're going to allow Chaos to retreat, despite the fact that they have grabbed
Misery to go back to base by 8 sentries in case he died losing the gem. He wants to make sure that his legacy lives on.
Oh, they know that Razor! Tavo! He was spotted by the sentries already laid out. They're going to be able to get the coil. Unfortunately, just couldn't though burst anybody down. HFN has been Winter's cursed up. Pylon Dying trying to survive off a Glimmer Cape, but KP has been signed the vice up, and he will die. He has no buyback. Mineski now will have to hold, not just against Mega Creeps, but a 4 versus 5 with tier 4s about to fall.
And they don't have any buybacks.
Moon trying to jump in, immediately get bashed up, but will be able to get off the face shift. Back to the fountain he goes. Ajin's going to be able to try and jump onto the Huskar, but again, he's too tanky. Pops the BKB. He can pop the Satanic as well, but he doesn't even need it. Shit. Doesn't manage to get the force snap back in the fountain. Another one of the meatballs still has to be saved. A nice Winter's Curse, but it's on Illusion of all things. And a Cold Embrace onto that Eco, still keeping it alive. A push away. That's going to be Pylon Dying. Chaos will take game 1.
Or Leshrac.
Yeah.
All right, this is gonna be a Febby Leshrac.
That takes,
Or maybe
that takes my
Febby Orc,
RD
I don't know.
out of the pool that I wanted
Their
for
team
Chaos.
fight on Mineski
To hit, but
He's going to ignore the Lightning Storm for now, as Diabolic Edict getting all the buffs is certainly the the spell he's going to go for it here. The pushback of Tavo. King RD drops a bit low. They do get the stacks up on
Radiant's
with that
bottom
Jubu
tower
mastery.
is under attack.
Make sure he is both a threat and goes back up. HP.
He's getting worked right now in this mid lane.
HFN dropping low, the Edict almost finishing him off. HFN is going to be able to stay alive for the moment.
He's got to cut down.
Oh, no,
no.
Edict! He's going back into him. Fevy's caught up to him. That's going to be the first blood. And even the stun. Oh, almost hit that. Split Earth is going to land on Misery here. King RD
They were
teleporting
trying to
in as well. He tried to go for the hidden TP behind the trees, but he pops out at kind of the wrong time. You don't get anything here, but in mid lane, Weehaw is going to end up falling. The Oracle makes
Really want to get ahead on this Doom too. I don't think that Blink this game is that necessary. Like getting as a first item anyways, and I feel like this Midas will just help you push
Misery's
it.
caught.
Nice stun.
highlight die. Makes a rotation up.
Space where there is none.
Kind of reminds me of we were talking about how Sylar was just able to find
Dire's
farm
top
despite
tower
all the
is under
pressure that was put on him. Jin is going to pop his ultimate here. The Handy Snare. KP was well set up to be able to catch Weehaw. With the Dooming Snare, they're easily going to be able to get the kill, and they give it to the Lycan too, who's now going to look for more. Misery turns around, goes for the Nightmare, but can't really deal with the rest of these wolves. The wolf is going to wake up the big-time wolf. But Misery does manage to get back to the shrine, so they quickly head over back to the tier
look at
tower.
Tavo.
Whoa, this is a questionable initiation. Can really fight in all of this? Certainly not. He's going to be ensnared up. The Hellmare comes forward, gets the big clap. That's a killing spree now from Lycan.
And now Roshan is tower as well.
Tavo going to try and come over here. That's where KP, you can see his positioning. He knows that the clock is going to be around here. He's going to be able to get the hook shot in. Can he actually get this object? No, he gets the Aegis. Tavo is unable to claim it.
And they're going to farm his cog.
He's Boundless Strike.
That's very well done. They made absolute sure that there's no way he was going to go for that steal, but Ajit might be walking into a trap here. Misery does have the Fiend's Grip. He's going to pop the ulti. The Freezing Field is here too.
Freezing Field, Fiend's Grip,
He's so
every
tanky.
kind of hold. They are going to be able to bring him down. KP is here though, and Chaos may still have a bad fight on their hands. Both the supports are probably going to get caught here. Misery through the jungle, but Moon is on the hunt, hopping his way through the trees. He's going to find Misery eventually here, jumps right on top of Misery, turns around, tries to go for the brain
dodge.
zap. Nice little dodge there with the mischief.
Very nice dodge, but
Dire's
How about the
bottom tower
progression on Chaos? We've got base boots and Mibblehand. Oh no, the Rodomanto is going to set up. That Splitter's not going to land, but they still manage to get the stun out with the Boundless Strike. HFN can't get away.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
didn't have that defensive remnant up. Midas has paid off for him. He's got the Echo Saber. None of the 3 cores on the side of Mineski are very poor at all, but might get caught out here. He does get hooked. They know he's in the tree line. They're going to
Bounce
find
him
him.
down with the Cogs. Now Mischief trying to dodge a little bit of damage. Man's get out the Boundless Strike. That'll set up the rest of his team to come in. Now Doom's already on Weehaw. They get the ensnare on the King RD as well. They really want this core. Now Jin's going to chase after him. Feb's going to make sure that the Ember Spirit goes down. What a big hit by him. Chaos are going to lose 3 here as the Viper's definitely going to fall. And Misery may be caught as well as he's trying to chase away from...
It's going to pay off for him.
All right, Misery makes the cool read. Gets away. Bebby immediately pushed in mid after that kill of the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit's going to get his revenge. Bebby, nice dodge there from HFN with a sleight of fist.
Oh,
not
Febby.
going to hit. Mineski was going to come into him. That wasn't actually the case though, because Moon is chilling out here in this bottom lane. He's going to set up on Tavo. Managed to get off the Wukong's command. Tavo's completely surrounded. Gets the Juju
Trying to
Master.
find the
Zack
angle out.
stays inside of the Cogs as well. Tavo looks for a hook shot away, but misses the neutral. 8,000 gold lead for Mineski, but it's Chaos on the offensive right now. And all of a sudden, hey, look behind you. That's Ajit. That's the Lycan. You can turn around and maybe blow him up. He's going to get off his ultimate. There's going to be a false promise. Fiend's Grip immediately afterwards. Misery holding back that Lycan for the rest of his team to be able to escape, but HFN has to use the defensive remnant to get away. What a spot from King RD.
Oh, this is such a good
beautiful
freezing
field. That's going to be able to make sure that KP goes down. That was a fight that I thought Mineski could still take, but with that beautiful freezing field, now they come back into it though. Thanks to Moon with the Rodomatos as well. They're going to be able to get the split Earth stun on the HFN. He doesn't have another remnant to be able to get away. Buys himself a little bit of time with the sleight of fist, but it's not enough.
And they're going to probably lose.
Have to use his ultimate. He's just going to let the wolves do their work.
He even gets the cripple hit. Slows him down just enough towards Moon
Radiant's
saying,
bottom
team
tower
come.
is under
That top
attack.
tower is pretty low. That's just 1,500 HP is... He's going to find King RD, who does have the BKB. Wonder if he expends it for this. Trying to force it out.
Gonna pop it now, but it might be a bit too late. Moon has already got invis, spots him for a moment, just throws his staff over the trees to get the kill. Now, Tavo kind of spot him out with a rocket flare. Don't really think that's a fight. Then the blade is about to fade. Weeha's gonna spot him now, and now he knows he's kind of in trouble. Moon's gonna pop over. He's gonna be able to jump on a Weeha here. Nether Toxin goes out, tries to turn around Wukong's command. Weeha can't get away from this one. He will fall. Tavo actually used the hook shot, ran into his own allies. He needs to be able to block this. He is going to be able to cogs down. Fiend's grip onto Ajin. Unfortunately, BKB just means all this magic damage is going to waste. Ajin is plenty healthy now that Fiend's grips fade. Going to the back line though. HFN tries to go for Highlight Dime, but again, there is going to be that phase hit. Moon straight into the Crystal Maiden. Wipes him out with a boundless strike, and now the Doom on HFN. He's very dead. Misery's going to be caught as well. Tavo trying to block the high ground, but caught by Rod Vatos. Moon jumping over the trees into Tavo. That's going to be 4 dead from Chaos, as I don't believe there's any way out for Tavo as he tries to just battery assault plink his way out of here. But a split earth landing from Febby will ensure his doom. 14,000 net worth lead, and look where KP is. He's already hitting the tier 3. Weeha gets a little damage onto Moon, but doesn't have the visibility.
And he's got the Guardian Greaves, but his team just doesn't really have enough farm this time around in net worth, but it gets entirely nullified by the fact that he just keeps getting doomed in these engagements. Not really able to do too much.
Even harder now that the Doom has a Blink Dagger.
We see Febby does get picked off potentially here as King RD making his way, but it seems like they're loath to just let him die by himself as the false promise comes out. The hook
Nice
shot
jump in, Tavo, what a hook shot. They're going to be able to get cogs in. Pylai died though, surrounded by so many units. He's not going to die to the clockwork here, not Jit, with his BKB, surrounded by another BKB and KP. The two of them are just going to march forward. Axe Boundless Strike is going to be a 2 in the back line. KP jumps in, grabs that Crystal Maiden. Weeha fighting underneath his Nether Toxin as best he can. HFN trying to jump away, but Moon always making sure he catches up to him. Oh no, oh, King RD tried to get out that freezing field, but KP wiped him out. HFN trying to stay away from that Doom as well. Weeha, they've left him for last, the tankiest of all the Chaos members. They'll make sure they'll take their time with him. HFN actually jumping back in. Does manage to get the Monkey Gang. Weeha still alive until bursted down by that Oracle, but HFN picks up 3 kills until Pylai Die gets another core kill off of that. Kills award as well. And now the question is, can he actually get out of here? He doesn't have a TP, and Misery does.
Highlight died, just trying to make him work for it. Even gonna use him up in the air, but a pretty quick reactive buyback considering he couldn't really get anything aside from that as Misery exact spot.
Is gonna try and do the same exact thing. He is desperate for anything to change this game.
Get it.
He's gonna spot it in. Blink forward. Different things are not. Oh, he actually got inside the pin, and no, he got the Roshan kill. Won't be able to grab the Aegis.
He actually just goalposted them. Worked his way through the middle. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do at this point.
Misery ensnared up by KP. That'll be 2 dead from Chaos. I can't believe
The crazy part is he actually got
is under attack.
Viper's gonna go ahead, push out that bottom lane, but eventually he's gonna have to TP back. We're gonna see that hook shot one more time. Managed to just sidestep to the right, juke him out, get into the pit. Just couldn't get that 8 extra life out of the hands of Mineski. We're gonna have a tier 3 already dead. Self-heal Scepter on HFN to be able to dodge that split earth follow-up on the Rod of Atos. Moon needs a little protection here. He does have BKB and Cheese, and Weeha's now been doomed up. He's got to get out of the Wukong's command. He cannot, and he does not have buyback. He's going to be dead for a full minute. Mineski had plenty of time to finish up this lane of Rax.
And they're pinging the creep wave, acting as if anybody can get out and do something.
Earth, and he's going to be protected by that magic damage on Jin. His BKB is active, yes, but his Fiend's grip controlled up. King RD is going to be taken down by all that physical damage from Moon, and now going to hit that next support in the back line. Misery is chased away. KP protected by Pylai Die as well, making sure to heal everybody up.
Look at that sleep switch.
So healthy, and Split Earth coming down. Jin as well as Bevy dropping a little bit low. It's only HFN of the cores that can really do any damage to Mineski. But every single time he has to back up to the fountain, he just gives Pylai Die free reign to heal everybody back up to full. That's going to be 2 lanes of Rax, and no sign of slowing down for Mineski.
They did leave the range racks available still in this mid lane, but I think they care less about that as HFN. They're trying to figure out a way that they can trap them.
Trying to lead it with Boundless Strike, seeing if they can get the combo off to sell. They do manage to get the Boundless Strike into the ensnare, and HFN doesn't have a way out. There's just too much damage. Weehaw TP'd in. KP had a BKB, so now that magic damage is useless for Weehaw. He's just trying to stand on top of his own Nether Toxin, but that's it. Chaos. Colin here, Mineski. Bouncing back from sort of a heartbreaking 70-minute loss and taking two very swiftly.
That was dominant. They left no wiggle.
Pick.
I don't have much. Actually, they got no reserve time by the looks of it.
Yeah, you need to make a decision here. It looks like they have.
More of a
The good news for him is that, I mean, he can just sit back. The lane isn't pushed down towards the bottom area, so he can still get XP. The bad news is that we actually picked up the rune as Moon. I don't think you want to do this time.
Yeah, this time around he's building up so much physical damage. He's going to get around the shackles. Plasma field doesn't well, it actually does nothing. All that magic damage was. Racking up that spirit damage, Febby may have been too aggressive previously. Hasn't really stopped the Spectre from CSing whatsoever. We heard the analyst panel talk about this. Not sure how much they can really pressure a Spectre Warlock lane. Let's see just the reason why. That Spectre is tough to fight into. He has the extra healing. Stomp's going to go down. Bottom lane, we're going to see Pylite die. Try and hit that split earth. Does get a lot of damage. Looks like that's going to be another kill.
The mid-kill
Chaos pick up two. Ajit is going to jump onto King RD here, trying to finish him off. Tavo, he's going to be throwing out a split earth. Doesn't actually land, and King RD will end up falling. Pylite is going to come back into this fight. Doesn't have a sprout, though. And won't be able to get the bounty. Two of them will not share nearly as much damage as they could have. Maybe trying to get a stomp out so KP can actually get out of here, but he's still stuck here. And KP claps, but with the dagger on him, he really cannot escape from HFN unless HFN just keeps on missing over and over again. Finally, he does fall. Febby actually came in to see if he can do some bot shots here with HFN. Febby's going to come in, lay a couple of staples out on that big core of Chaos. Bottom lane, Ajit might be in trouble here. He's looking away to bounce out, and that's going to be through the tree. It's provided by Pylite Die, and now here comes Moon. He's going to be able to get the shackled on the two of them. Nice pickup. That's going to be Tavo. Beautifully body blocked, but an impale out from King RD opens a small window for Tavo to get away, but he just can't get out.
Give him the tip.
Moon has too many
really quite farmed.
He just seems kind of upset that game two, and especially that mid matchup, did not go as well for him. They're going to fight over the bounty roots, manage to jump in. Ajit doesn't manage to grab it. They're going to fight here with King RD. The first one down. Moon's going to jump over, grab the bounty. He's refilling his bottle as well, giving the resources needed. Tavo going to chase down Ajit. He's going to be with that AoE damage, enough to kill the PA. Febby is going to be able to get out, but top lane, KP was trying to chase Misery, but HFN is already TP'd back up to the top lane.
Yeah, and he managed to kill Pylite Die during that entire time. They went for the split, it ended up working. As a result, well, for half a second, they had the top 3 net worths in the game. This Tavo just needs like 1 CS and he's going to pass up this Ember.
Does the game change at all? We have level 6 on Brewmaster. It looks like they are going to bring everybody from Mineski up to this top lane. The PA is already here. They pop the Brewmaster ultimate just to make sure they have enough disables to catch HFN. He is very tanky indeed, but not enough to be able to get back to the safety of the trees. Misery, he will also fall here, and this is well timed with that.
I want to go on him just because of how tanky he is. And they might just get a 2-for-1 here, being able to save the tower.
Boon, he's going to try and chase down this Razor. Misery gives him a little bit of bump and a heal, but so much damage coming in so fast. Big Remnant, triple Remnant, that's going to be enough to finish him off. Misery just standing there with the upheaval, trying to slow down these heroes as all of Chaos are TPing in, finally to get the impale on the Moon. HFN tries to go for Pylite Die, but a TP on, he has to give up on that kill, and they back away.
Speaking of 5, 7-5 right now, 13 minutes in. A very slight net worth lead for Mineski.
Oh, look at this early Atos pickup by Tavo. He's going to reveal
This is sick.
the
The Brewmaster gets off the split in time and now turns around, gets the disables onto Tavo. The Fire Panda staying on top, but it's dying so quickly from all this magic damage then to where Moon's going to come in. A golem comes down, but it's not enough to save Tavo's life. And Moon walking out of the upheaval, dealing some damage on him. Misery, you got to get out of there, but he can't run away from Moon fast enough. King RT is quite low. Slide of fist to finish him off. Moon is tearing apart Chaos at the core. Weehaw, he's going to be survivable enough to be able to get away until he's hit on his jump. Moon, he has a bottle charge. He's going to heal up a little bit more. Has another round of Slide of fist, searing chains. Weehaw, ultra kill for Moon.
Damage isn't very tanky, and Febby also had a very nice stomp there. Finds Misery in the back line, does a very good job of comboing spells, but he might just go down here as they do have the Atos 2 in 1 second.
This would be a sick kill. Tavo laying out a lot of magic damage. He's going to be able to jump back to the Remnant, and there is a shrine there, but he's not able to activate it, at least not yet anyway. The Flame Guard, he's going to be good. That magic damage is no longer a threat. He baited them in as deep as possible.
And look at it too, Mineski's also smoked up. They completely read this move.
Well, they've got the high ground advantage here, and they have the Golem, but
they know they
need to be able to hit these stuns. And Moon, Rod of Atos, okay, that's the initial lead. The Flame Guard is going to protect Moon from all this magic damage. Tavo is going to be targeted pretty quickly here. He only has 1,000 HP, and with all these Brewlings staying on top of him, especially with the help of Yellow Titan, he's going to fall so quickly. Moon makes sure he does go down. King RD, and so what's the solution?
I think you just allow your Spectre to continue to farm. I think Chaos feels like they have to make a move, and they're going to find Febby here. This might finally lead to something.
The PA is around, though. They are going to be able to run down Febby, and looks like... I thought maybe the
mid tower, so they don't have to make those aggressive smoke plays. They can just walk in.
Right.
Might even find Moon here. They've got him surrounded. They do have the Warlock Golem up too.
It's all up to King RT to set this off. Actually, the Golem's leading the way. The follow-up impale Moon dies so quickly. Great pickup, great coordination from Chaos.
Double tip too.
And the Ember Spirit comes back up. Maybe they can see if they can turn the tables. Catch Chaos somewhere. Right now it's King RT being body blocked by Treants. The Spike Carapace will buy him a little bit of time, but no. Triple Remnant. Way too much damage for him to TP away. And Moon just keeps on running in. He's just going to go straight to that jungle area, knowing that it's very unlikely that Chaos can kill him again. But downriver, Yule Scepter going down. Weehaw trying to get out, stealing some of the damage away from Jin, who immediately breaks in, jumps back in onto the Razor. Weehaw, it's going to be hard though. I mean, he's going to scale really well, but when you've got this much map control from Mineski, especially with the Furion, they're just able to pick up every single bounty and just build more and more networkly. Oh no, Pylai dies. They saw him coming in, just immediately get a stun onto him. But at the same time, they saw him, as well as Moon right here. Weehaw popping his BKB one. What a great split that's going to be. That's going to be enough to finish off both King RT and bring Tavo low. Ajit's going to jump in, finish him off. And now the BKB is finish up onto this Razor. Yule Scepter going down, trying to get out, but Ajit again pouncing on him, finishing off these kills. King RT turns around to Spike Carapace, but he back for this, and now he's gonna die back as Ajit gets the double kill. More and more buybacks coming in from Chaos as they TP in. Ajit needs some extra help though. HFN with that Radiance damage is enough to force the PA to jump away, but they need actual kills for all of this. They've got the Ember Spirit. Can they get this PA? BKB turning. HFN is gonna be able to get over this cliff area, but won't be able to get out because of the Limber Kick. They do have the dust. They spot him more. All they need is big time crit. The gold's gonna slow him down a little bit more. The upheaval as well. Just don't get crit, and he's going to be okay. The Warlock, not as lucky, though. Ajit immediately dies, and Tavo managed to find one kill on Misery. He's going to kill the other support, and Pylai dying. Unless Ajit can do something about it. A little bit closer, the Lightning Burst does manage to kill him. KP drops a little low, but doesn't get that third kill. Tavo doing a... I think he got 800 or 900 gold out.
And more importantly, he grabbed his level 20 talent.
Oh,
because he was alone for a majority of those kills.
Yeah. Weehaw. He's right next to the shrine, but there's so much first physical damage. He has the BKB. Ajit's still going to try and go for this kill despite the shrine factor. He just keeps on chasing him. Weehaw just needs to be able to get out of vision of Ajit. He's going to be okay. The upheaval slowing him down. Oh, Misery. He thought for a second he could slow down these heroes. Nice impale out, but the Primal Split already goes down from KP. They really need to get HFN out, but he just can't get away the chains. Locks him down for too long. They drop him down into Ajit, who's godlike, looking for the beyond godlike right now, but no. Moon will claim that kill instead.
Tanky enough for him to play that game where You know, he can come into fights, come out of fights. You saw that Misery gets jumped on, gets two-shot. AP, he's gonna see King RT.
Managed to get him the Radiance into the Spike Carapace to follow up.
Can you
Maybe
burst
can they
it? This
blow him
would
up?
be
The
huge.
gold's gonna be dropped. They need to get out that Primal Split. A Split Earth lands on a KP, locked him out with the Rod of Atos, and there it goes. It cost them everything. Golem, Spectre ults, every bit of abilities. Oh no, King RT, Moon.
The dagger over the top.
And now Misery's going to be found as well, thanks to the Blink Dagger on Moon. He can just keep on searching for these kills. Weehawk running into Mineski here, feeling like he can actually take a fight. Immediately goes for the PA, starts dealing away some of his damage with the Yule Scepter going out. BKB jumps out, breaks that link, tries to go for the kill on Bebby, couldn't quite get it. Now Bebby, Weehawk is actually going to be in trouble here with the Glimmer. Cape is projected for a little bit of time, but Ajit spots him now with the dust going out. And all these sentries, they're going to be able to bring down the Razor. Tavo, he's next up on the menu as Ajit just keeps on throwing out those daggers, and what a big crit, almost finishing off HFN. The Ember Spear doesn't jump back for him just yet, but he's got the Blink Dagger. He will be able to catch up with the Sleight of Fist chain. Gets him in the end.
And they did this all without him. This is their major team fight, keep in mind. And his Radiance is huge. They didn't have him this entire team fight. They used the buyback on Wii, and they still weren't able to hold up. Look at Misery,
He
he's getting
is
chased.
fearless. He's going to run it in. That's not enough to actually kill Misery, thanks in part to Glimmer. Cape. Oh,
Maybe
no.
they get KP.
KP's just been locked down again. A Split Earth to finish him off. The tier 3 drops low, but Chaos now can take a fight to Mineski and catch some more heroes. They're going to be able to grab Highlight Die here, thanks to the Rod of Atos.
These are some errors right now that are completely unforced.
Dire's top tower.
They are going to get the tower for that.
It could be a really sick fight for Chaos if they just get in there. Misery can get the Fatal Bombs into the... Oh, there's going to be the Rock, as well as the big Plasma Field out from Weehawk. Good Fatal Bombs on top of that. The Primal Split has already gone down in the side. Jin, he's already blown up 2 cores. That's going to be a buyback immediately from Tavo. Jin, his BKB is now down, but he's still laying out so much waste onto Chaos. HFN is dead. He does not have a buyback. That heart wasn't good enough to be able to win the fight, and Weehawk's damage is just pitiful compared to the rest of Mineski, who don't have a problem with him whatsoever. Moon challenges the Warlock, and just 200 HP, that's enough to get the kill. Tavo just running in, trying to deliver any kind of kill that they can. Not even Moon. No, Moon does die eventually. Misery got him in the end, but still, Mineski up 4, have the Roshan at their leisure.
The triple tip. And it was the leftover Edict, I think, that got him. But look at top. Highlight Die immediately goes to the TP. And the PA is always going to feel good. The Spectre has the Radiance, but you pop your BKB, you crit him twice. That's all she wrote.
That is looking like 2 lanes of racks minimum, if not megas here with no buybacks available on Chaos.
And they're gonging it up. I mean, I think they know.
Yeah.
There's no buyback on their Spectre. He used it all in for the heart. And this is a really weird way for Chaos to have won this, considering they've won all 3 lanes.
HFN is going to call it. He called GG.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Mineski. I mean, what a run they made through this tournament. They came into it. There was that, what, like 6 loss streak that they had during the group.